Peace, fam. What's good, man? What's good with it? We back once again with another exclusive interview. This time, definitely one we're excited to have. A good friend of ours, definitely somebody we're inspired by and whose music that we definitely checking out and that we've grew up on listening to. So without much further ado, this is Pheno from the Gambino family. For those of you guys that will be familiar, Gambino family, it says founded by Master P in 1997, appeared on numerous releases, throughout 97 up until 98 when they dropped their first album, which was a platinum release. So it's an honor to have Pheno on there. What's good, man?
What's good, family? Salute.
Yeah. How's it going? I see you in the studio still working. We just mentioned platinum selling artists, so some people say the work, it never stops, man.
Oh no, never that. We power pushing, man.
Yep.
Hard work and power pushing.
So, just even talking a bit about the the Get Organized album. Now this album, it peaked at Billboard charts. It was number 17, went on to be number 3 in the top hip hop and R&B. Went on to do a lot of numbers. We're going to get into it because we've had a few different questions from people sending in where we're going to kind of go back and look at how the Gambino family sort of started, the different members that was in the group and stuff like that, and a bit about yourself and your journey throughout things, and then take it up to date to where you're at now and stuff. So we had some questions submitted from people about that online and stuff like that, and some of the fans on YouTube and the Tank Dogs group on Facebook. So Jeremy Pace as well. So shouts out to Jeremy Pace. So one of the first questions we want to kick it off with, then I guess, Pheno, is we want to get into your story and stuff anyway. So we hear you rap a lot about the Melph and rap about the Melph projects and stuff like that. For those that ain't familiar, what is the Melph? What does it mean to you, and what are some of the important lessons that you learned growing up there?
Well, the Melph, that's where I was born and raised at. And the Melph is the
projects.
The projects, but we call it Melph for short, for Melph. You know what I'm saying? So that's the projects. We all right there by each other. Like Calliope, like down from us, and the Magnolia the other way from us. But we all like 3 minutes apart.
Yep.
But all that's uptown too. Also, Third Wall also.
So what was it like for you growing up in the Melph as a youngster?
Oh shit, the Melph, dog. The Melph made me who I am today, bro. Like, that's why me and homie be saying, my fam right here, we always say, like, if you can survive the Melph, you can survive anything, bro. You know what I mean? The niggas couldn't survive what we done been through. Especially what we done seen in life, you feel me? For real, dog. It's like, that was a murder capital right there in itself. Alone, you hear me? Not talking about the whole New Orleans. Just right there alone in that project. You feel me? Murders every day, all day, yo. Yeah, real talk, for real. Well, so it's like, that shit like really groomed me, like, you know what I'm saying? Put all the hood qualities in me, you hear me? Made me to see the difference from the fake and the real, All that comes from that Melph.
Yeah, no, that's real. And speaking of the projects and stuff, because there's a channel on YouTube, Neutral Grounds, and there's a few other different ones now that have been putting together like different bits of content, going over some of the history and stuff out there, because a lot of the fans, even listening to your music, and they've heard you reference the Melph, they've heard a lot of these references and a lot of the New Orleans music, and they're getting to familiarize themselves, I guess, with some of these stories just through the artistry. One of the questions we had sent in as well was asking about the Gotti Boyz, and where did that name come from, and who were the Gotti Boyz? So is that something you're able to speak on and shed some light?
Well, that was my that's the dudes I grew up with, like from high, like what I'm saying, my best friends in my life on that period. And the Gotti Boyz, of course, where that come from. That come from John Gotti. You know what I'm saying? But it just was crazy because before I even knew heard of us. You feel me? So when Gotti first brought me out there to the studio, when I first met P, and P had asked me my name, right? So I told him Pheno. He was like, "Fuck, man, that shit go perfect. Well, look, that shit go perfect with the Gambino family." You know what I'm saying? You can just leave it like that. You feel me? So it's just like show you how shit just be predestined. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me? Yeah, that shit was just like already written, bro.
So I mean, the thing where you say with like the Gotti boys and stuff like that was you know, Gotti from the Gambino family, was that a clique that Gotti was a part of?
No.
Okay.
Man, Gotti met when we was in LTI. That's for teenagers, for teens, a jailhouse. And that's what man Gotti met at. And we've been, been A1 from like, you hear me, like real, you hear me?
And what about Mr. Sleep? Because we've had people ask, you know, there was an original sort of Gambino family cover that they said with Mr. Sleep, and people have asked, you know, what was his relationship with the group and when did it change with like
But Sleep,
Nelly and Malachi
well,
coming out?
rest in peace to Ferrazano. That's his stage name. You hear me? He was when the Gambino family first started, it was them two, him and Gotti. And something that happened, you hear me, where P had cut him. You feel me? So I came in right where Gotti needed help at. You feel me? So P just like, when I met P one in that office, like shit is doing shit, he was like, look, don't much trip because like Gotti need help right now. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I want to just put you with the Gambino family. You hear me? So yeah, it was. They did, but they never like worked on that project. The project ain't start popping until I signed with them.
Okay.
And that's how Reginelli and Malachi come in. You hear me?
So had you been doing some music stuff before? Like was that solo or was you part of like a clique? Because we know New Orleans has got like a huge musical culture and we've spoken to a few different members of the Tank and they say a lot of the people that even ended up in groups, they were from other little cliques and stuff before or they were doing little bits before. So what was your original sort of start out? Who did you start out with musically or was it something that you just kind of fell into at that point?
No, it wasn't nothing I fell into. Ever since I was 4 years old, that's like as long as I can remember. I always wanted to be two things: a rapper and a gangster. You hear me? And look, when before No Limit and before Mind Right GMG, me and the Gotti Boy started a label called STG, Surviving the Game Records. You hear me? And so that just always been there. You hear me? That ain't nothing that I fell into. But when I went and did a Jost, and when I come home, I started Mind Right GMG. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
So it ain't nothing I fell into. It shit that's been with me, bro. It's in my spirit, in my soul, yeah, in my heart,
Well,
in my blood, my DNA.
we definitely heard you on a lot of the classics, and we've still, people still banging them to this day. I was, jamming one the other day. I think New Orleans Frets with you got a QB and all that, and it was like, you definitely laid down some impactful music then, and
Yeah,
then
shout out to QB. Yeah.
and then fast forward to nowadays, I'm jamming some of the new stuff that you're putting out with, and it still equally hold its way up. But going backwards a bit, because we got a huge amount of No Limit fans that definitely want to hear a lot about your experiences around the label and stuff. What was it like for you being a part of like the No Limit soundtracks and the compilation albums, and what were those experiences like recording some of those projects?
Man, believe it or not, Fonzie, I was like I hated myself. Look, since a teen, I ghost wrote a lot of shit with No Limit that you wouldn't even believe. You hear me? You hear me? A lot of shit that I ghost wrote. Look, I ghost wrote more songs than I actually put out. Nigga. Put it like that.
Okay.
With No Limit at that time. But that experience, man, it's like I said before, like it's ain't no word for it yet. To describe that, bro. Like that experience, that lifestyle there. Because No Limit, we was number one in the world,
Yep.
You feel me? Number one. So I'm talking about everywhere you go, like yeah, you ever see that Tank is over with. That Tank speaks for everything. You don't even have to open your mouth on shit. So yeah, this definitely was a beautiful experience. You can't much make up no name for it, man.
And growing up in New Orleans, I mean, what was your relationship like with other members of the Tank that were from New Orleans? Because we know that some people had different connections or they grew up together in school and stuff. We're speaking of legends like Mac, Soldier Slim. What was your relationship like with those guys and stuff? And what did you move over to California at any point as well, or was you just based like out in the South when it was in Baton Rouge?
I was in between. I never stayed in Cali, but like we was all, but never stayed there. But I stayed there. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
Like we always was working out there and shit. You hear me? Like doing the Last Dance shoot movies and all kind of shit. So like I ain't stayed there, but I stayed out there. But a lot of us from the Tank, like my soldier mates during that time, man, Slim, believe it or not, man, Slim was born in the same project out the Melph.
Okay.
Slim used to stay right next door to me when we were shorties, you hear me? And his mama moved to the Magnolia. You feel me? But he originally was, out the Melph. You feel me? So me and him go back, you feel me? So when I signed, Slim signed, like, I want to say, like, about, Slim came home probably like 2 weeks after I signed. And P. Snatched and Masuni come out of jail. Took him to Baton Rouge, put him in an apartment and shit, because during that time, all of us was at the Gates Apartments in Baton Rouge.
Okay. Is that where you recorded No Limit Party and some of those bangers, man, for Slim Joint?
But all those the Platinum and Gold album was recorded in Baton Rouge at the studio out there for College Drive in Baton Rouge.
Okay. So with I know you definitely like we mentioned, from 97, 98 upwards, that was a huge pinnacle era just for the Tanks and stuff. And we heard you across the board predominantly featured on a lot of projects. Recently in the media, there's been a lot of, talk about some past events that happened. So we've had a few fans that want to ask your opinion, I guess, if you was at these events, or, I don't want to incriminate nobody on no shit, but I'm sure everybody's heard by now there was a confrontation, it was said, between No Limit and Death Row at a comedy show. Was you there at that event, or what was your experience like at that, if so?
What are you talking about? The event when everybody had to run out of there?
Or something with Snoop, yeah.
Yeah, when we had to get out for that, yeah, that when the helicopters, everything came out there. Yeah, I was there for that. Yeah. Matter of fact, it was in the middle of our performance. We had to get out there.
Yeah, crazy. And I mean, what was your experience like with just, be with No Limit at that time? Because, you had some of the Death Row guys that were taking little pop shots at the Tank. And as we mentioned, growing up in New Orleans, I'm sure you were familiar with even like Cash Money and those guys. How did you feel about, even them taking their little sneak dissing shots at No Limit on some tracks? Or was it not a thing like that? Did you have like a personal relationship with some of those guys?
Only one I had a personal relationship with was Juvie. Me and Juvie come up together too. You know what I'm saying? And he had another one that was originally from the Melph. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm telling you, so some of the greats come out that Melph for me.
Come out the Melph, yeah.
It's just that when they move, they go to, they claiming where they hang at now. You feel me? Or where they mom moved at or whatever. You feel me? But originally, yeah, Juve out that Melph too. He from, you know what I'm saying? He from out that Melph too.
Okay. So you have you ever thought about doing any stuff with them, with Juve, the Hot Boys or anything, or no? We only asked because there was a project before with the Wild Boys. I mean, we covered on it before, and a few of the No Limit artists was on there, and not quite the Gambino family, but Reggie and them was on there, and a few Crazy and a few guys, and they sort of addressed some of the dissing and stuff Cash Money had been doing at the time. So it's just something that we had wondered, because I mean, years later, you would leave No Limit, and Kane and Abel would release Off the Tank album, which you featured a song on there. My time.
That's how Kane and Abel.
Yeah. Yeah, So what was it that made you leave then in that aspect, and when did you think it's my time to go? And then
during that time, Reggie Nelly, Malachi, and Gotti was gone. They had them, you know what I'm saying? But I was the only one out the Gambino family was still with the Tank.
Okay.
But when I started my own label, because I was still in the streets even when I was with, you know what I'm saying, dropping platinum album. You feel me? I was still out there. So like I just bossed up. I just, you know what I'm saying? I left and I just started my own thing. That's when I started STG. And I just bossed up on some shit.
Okay. So speaking of the After Tank album, quickly, just do you still have a good relationship with Kane and Abel? What was it like working with those guys? Because they get a lot of props in the game, but then it's like in one aspect, I feel like they kind of slept on because just certain things that happen with in the system. But what were those brothers like, man?
Man, Kane and Abel, like, they're good people for number one. They're great businessmen. You hear me? They loyal. Man, it's like, dudes some real dudes, bro. You hear me? Ain't too many built like them out here. You hear me? And so that's like, I've been rocking with them way when we was all with this Tank together. You hear me? And even afterwards, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just like energy, bro. It's very powerful, bro. You feel me? Yeah. So you can tell me anything out your mouth. But your energy gonna always speak the truth. You hear me? That's like you ask me, like, no. Hey, let me borrow a stat. I might give you that stat, but my energy will show you that I didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
you feel me? So like, far as with dude energy, dog, with them two twins, bro, the energy always been super, super, super dope, bro. You hear me? 1,000%, 1,000. You hear me? I don't got nothing bad to say about dude, no, you hear me?
Yeah, I know that's
you know what I'm saying? They're geniuses, bro. Them two boys, they're geniuses, yeah, dog.
Yeah, no, I think they went on to do a lot of stuff, even producing independent movies and stuff. And they
wrote a book too. They got books out too.
They put some books, yeah. So definitely peace to Kane and Abel and stuff, man. So you mentioned them being great businessmen, but off the back of that, speaking of other businessmen, you was around one of the most, I guess, accredited businessmen of our time in the music business era, and that's Master P. So, what lessons would you say that you learned from P and being around P and No Limit?
I learned a lot from dude. That's why I'm so business oriented, like I am with my craft, with my product. You feel me? With my music, the way like he constantly work. Cause listen, man, I used to wonder how homie can leave the studio 4 o'clock in the morning and be right back in that thing 7 in the morning and it's over. You hear me? Like homie didn't even sleep. You hear me?
Yeah.
Real. So like I get a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way you stay at top, though. You got to have that type of drive.
And that
work ethic. You got to have that type of motivation. You hear me? The ambition. You feel me? If your ambition is up to the roof, can't nothing stop you. You feel me? Yeah. You hear me? Because as long as you keep trying to keep doing and keep working and working and working, you hear me? Man, listen. That's the difference between when it was with Let me make an example like with Kobe, right? Kobe Bryant. See, everybody was saying like, as far as how rest in peace of Kobe too. Everybody was talking about how Kobe was a phenomenal ball player, right? You feel me? But see what they don't know, man. Kobe was in the gym 23 hours out of the day, sleeping 1 hour out of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You hear me? That like why everybody, all those big NBA players was at the club. Kobe was in there on the jump shot. You hear me? He was working on non-stop. Listen, and he know he was a great player.
Yeah.
You feel me? But see, once you have that ambition, like you feel like enough is not enough. When you got to drive like that, homie, can't let stop you. Boy. And during that time, that was how P was. You hear me? He had that drive in him. He had that ambition in him. You hear me? Just like, like ain't nobody perfect. You hear me? So I learned from his good and his mistakes.
Yeah.
You feel me? To make me a better man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't make the mistakes that he could. Like, man, they tell you, man, look, you learn a lot of shit from a fool too. You hear me? You learn from everything.
Exactly. And you know, that's it. It's about experience, and that's why, you know, we do even these interviews and stuff, because, you know, we believe everybody got their experiences and stuff to share, and you know, their story to tell that can teach. You know, we always say each one teach one, and you know, one thing can teach somebody else, man. So and with that being said, you know, you've definitely taught a lot through your music as well, and something that you would definitely continue to do. What new projects are you working on at the minute? And before we get to that, I know everywhere's kind of on lockdown at the minute, but will you be back out on the road touring? We know that they've got this No Limit reunion tour and that sort of stuff. We did see you on some of the stuff before. Yeah, what new music are you working on, and are you looking to get back out on the road touring?
Well, if the question was like, if you asking them, I'm gonna be touring with No Limit again, like, no, because to be honest, I'm gonna be 1,000 with you. I'm not that dude no more. I'm not that dude like that you first met that time. I'm not him no more. You feel me? Because even little do you know, during that time, I was drugging. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had to rebuild myself. You hear me? I had to destroy that old me and rebuild a whole new me. You feel me? So when the mind changes, everything changes, bro. I don't must think the same no more. You feel me? I know I wouldn't even much, because like my mission is totally different. I'm moving different. I'm talking different. I'm thinking different. You feel me? So my mission is totally different though. So, you know, like, it's just like, I don't got time for bullshit, bro. A man word is everything. I don't got time for the bullshit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
No, yeah, you know, definitely. And you know, like we said, there's people, you know, there's different ways to maneuver just out here in this game, man, and everybody got to find the way that worked for them. So
yeah, now listen, I don't mean to cut you out, but listen, don't get it misconstrued, because I'm not saying that I would never do business with homie.
Yeah.
Before it's like, considering like for me being on that tour, no, that's not happening. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I gotta, you know, it's like, I'm in a mind me right first before I get any, you know, help anybody. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get me. You know what I'm saying? Get my brand right first. You feel me?
No, that makes sense.
But like for like us, you never know. Like, you know, like that's why I tell people, man, I don't, like, it ain't no bad blood with me and Pete. You feel me? Yeah. Ain't no bad blood. Matter of fact, he just called on my partner the other day. Tony Harris used to play for the Boston Celtics. You hear me? And he just called him the other day to get my number, but he never called me yet though. But he got my number for me. You hear me? But
okay. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of the fans. It's one of the questions that they put down, and you know, I think they respect everybody on their own wave and stuff, but they would love to hear maybe, you know, a one-time reunion album or something with, you know, everybody kind of knocking out some features or something like that. But on the concepts of albums, and especially moving things forward, you know, we've heard a few singles from you, Where the Party At. We've heard Suicide Ballin', a few other ones. Now, can you talk a bit about this Bobby Fischer project that you got working on?
Well, that Bobby Fischer is really like a mixtape. But that Melph made is like, I got a few original shit on.
Yeah, we was gonna get to the Melph Made Me album as well, but yeah, you can.
But that Bobby Fischer, like, that's like the new. That's like me back myself right there. You hear me? Like I ain't no more playing checkers. I'm living chess. You hear me? And I ain't say playing chess. I'm living chess. You hear me? For real, living chess, bro. There's a big difference from sitting out playing chess.
Yeah, no, for real.
And you actually living it. You hear me? That means like everything you do, every move you make. I go to the icebox. It's a calculated step. You feel me? You feel me?
Yeah, I'm with you. You know, I'm with you, man. You ain't even got much be playing on the board, because that's life, man. The game of life. You played on the grand scale, man. The chessboard of life.
But the Melph, listen, coming up in that Melph made me this way. It built me this way. It shaped me this way. It molded me this way.
Yeah.
You feel me? There is, so I survived that shit, nigga. So it ain't nothing you can throw at me that I can't get my way out of. You
So
feel me?
yeah, and I mean, see the Melph Made Me project now. Is that gonna be just you, or you gonna have like features from different artists from the Melph and stuff as well? Because we know you keep, you in the studio connected with like young artists and stuff like that as well. Like,
Yeah, that's what I've been doing with this with the Melph Made Me. But Chaotic and Reginelli was over it last night. I gotta get them back in here before the week out. But they was in yeah, we had did some dope last night though. That been lit too. That been lit. Yeah, that been lit, bro.
So could we
and
see?
Both of them, and it makes me feel good, bro, because like, them both my little bros, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You already know the history with Nelly and Chaotic. Chaotic was on Mind Right before. You feel me? And Chaotic done been through a lot with me, like for us in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I got into a whole shootout. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the nigga was trying to kill him. Like, at my club I had at the time, he was standing behind me, and some of the dudes just rung out with the shots. You know what I mean? So that's why me and the little dude engaging. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
I ended up getting shot at everything. I had to be rushed to the hospital. So, man, yeah, we got a lot of history from the streets and shit. So it just felt good to see how they advancing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
niggas advancing every time they get in that thing,
So we gotta ask you, we ain't trying to, start no controversy and nothing. And to be honest, we stay away from it generally. But you just mentioned working with Reginelli, and we know the history and stuff as well. Could we hear some new Gambino family album in the future, like with Reggie and Malachi and stuff?
Yes. Cause listen, that's family. That's like, listen, like, don't you know the Gambino family? We ain't never fell out, bro.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, we ain't never fell out. Like, it ain't never been no shit like me and Reggie never fell out, me and Gotti or me and Malachi. No. It always been 1,000 wild with us. You feel me? So of course. Yes, of course, man. The only reason why the only thing that's just been holding me back with it right now is because Gotti is locked up. You feel me? And I feel like, like some people was asking like, what now? Why Pheno now, but Nelly and Malachi on that, But see, where I'm at, like, we think different. The way I look at it, the way I think is, it don't feel right to me. You feel me? Now I can see, like, I rebuke this in the name of Jesus. If one of us got knocked out, we have no other choice. You feel me? Like, if we in that dirt. But, like, gotta be home soon. He in the halfway house now. So, when soon he come home,
okay,
I'm ready to happen. I'm going to make sure this situation go down. You feel me?
So
I'm on that. You feel me?
Is that like an exclusive that we can expect Gotti to be back soon at some point? Ain't gonna be too long. Because some of the fans was asking if it's a long situation or
it ain't gonna be long, bro. As soon as he come home, we on that. As a matter of fact, I just spoke that to Nelly last night. It's funny you must ask me, yeah, because I just spoke that to him. I told him as soon as Gotti come home, we going in that thing. Now, he must coming up for air.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So just a few last questions sort of rounding off, but we're gonna bring it back slightly to around the No Limit area because this is what some of the fans from the Tank Dogs have asked. Obviously we ain't looking no controversy or nothing, so you can answer these as just candid as you want. If you don't wish to, you can renege or whatever. But it's been asked about skullduggery, if you know anything about some alleged, apparently some people say he was set up for something that he didn't do and that, and some people are saying, well, maybe if you ask some of the OGs, they may be able to give some credence on whether this story is false or not.
On that situation, the only thing I got is hearsay. You know what I mean? Like, I don't ever speak on hearsay because I never heard it from the horse's mouth. You know? I never heard it from the source. You know? So if I was to hear from the source what's going on with that situation, then I have better detail. But that's all this, man, all kind of little different shit be flying through the wind. You know? That's all I know on that shit, though. I don't know what's going on with that situation. But he home. Yeah, he home.
Yeah, he put something out.
He's staying in Vegas.
Yeah, he put some video out not too long ago. I think on YouTube, just kind of speaking about politics and stuff. But some fans in the comments was just asking questions and stuff. But No Limit definitely got a rich history filled with a lot of controversy and stuff. Is there any experiences or any messages you want to send for the C's fans? Because we get a lot of people that ask about what it was like working with C, what it was like working with Mac.
Oh! Mac home too. Shout out to Mac. You hear me? Yeah, Mac home, bro. But boy, man, the last thing me and Mac did was on that No Limit is on me.
Oh, really? Okay.
You didn't hear that? Yeah, that was the last thing me and Mac did was No Limit is on me on that True album.
Yeah.
But Mac been you don't know the history on Mac, like when he was a little shorty. You hear me? A snotty nose. Spitting like, you know what I'm saying? Spitting like a grown man, you hear me?
Yeah.
I remember that first song came up with he had dropped called I Need Wheels. It was like a remake of that the LL I Need Love.
Yeah, I see that on YouTube where he was like a little kid, but he killed it, bro.
Little kid, but he was spitting like
he had
about, he need wheels, like what he was like, you know what I'm saying? He was born to drive and shit. Yeah. But say this Melph made me shit though, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, but like Tag, introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Tag, CEO of Flash Mob Studios.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's me and GMG, Flash Mob GMG, coming with this Melph Made project. It's really talking about how we survived the Melph. You know what I'm saying? Like he was telling you earlier, it's like a whole war zone. It was like you never really knew when your clock was gonna stop ticking. You were just blessed to wake up the next day. You know what I'm saying? Sort of like that. You know what I'm saying? We coming up with this project. It's called Melph Made Me. Y'all keep a lookout for it. We kind of got a couple of different artists that we're working with from out the Melph that really actually lived their life. Working with a few different producers, Cletus Cass, Rujay, people like that, trying to get the chemistry together. It's coming soon.
Okay. Yeah, no, that sound dope. So are you behind any production credit on the album stuff, or you just helping sort of put it together?
Yeah, well, we putting it together. I'm actually the engineer. I record all the music. We putting everything together, and we just really come together and just put ideas together and bounce off each other's, and just let the music flow. Play the track and just let's do it.
Okay. Well, that's dope, man, and especially what you guys are doing for the next generation, and coming from where you guys have come from, and continue to make strides forward. For not just yourselves, but the next generation, for the community and our people. I definitely say it's commendable, and continue to keep striving forward on that mission, man, because y'all are inspiring people all around the world, and it's like you mentioned, even where some of the conditions that you guys have rose up from, and still standing strong to be some hope for others. Everybody got their trials and tribulations, but y'all still showing a positive direction for others in that. So I want to say salute on that.
Yeah, most definitely salute.
Really appreciate that.
Yeah, so Pheno, you got any dates for us? I know where fans can get you on social media at Pheno Gambino. We're gonna tag a lot of that stuff.
We aiming for like March.
Yeah, probably the second week in March, something like that. Because we're trying to have a variety of music on there. Stuff the kids are like, the women are like, so we aiming for at least the second week of March.
Okay.
We got about 7, 8 songs already done already.
Yeah. So it cooking. I'm definitely looking forward to hearing it, man, and just seeing the new stuff roll out, and the studio over there, it looking live. Y'all say you had Reggie and them in there yesterday. I'm sure you got a whole bunch of different dope features of artists that gonna come through and bless that too as well, man.
Yeah, him and Kiara came through last night.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to keep us posted with some exclusives when you get the next records did, man. We do some reaction videos or something, man. We get them out.
Yeah, you know we're gonna send something your way for
Melph.
But no, you gonna send something this way too for him to get on for that Melph Miami though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you something that way. Yeah, you gotta put that UK back on that bitch again.
Yeah, I know the UK. Well, I was gonna ask you with the interview because I know you got fans all over the world. I was gonna say, where's some of the favorite places that you done been to, where you would like to, or places you would like to visit?
Like far as like where I've been at, the favorite like for the fans.
Just or even just anywhere. I know you mentioned Dubai and stuff before. You said it was one of the.
That's what I'm about to bring up, like Dubai, Singapore, like it just like it ain't too much like for the fans here. Don't get me wrong, but it was more like when you overseas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers know who you is. You know what I'm saying? That's like, yeah. That's that crazy, steroid, you hear me? Like, you hear me? Like, I done finally made it, like, on some shit. I really had my shit overseas. Motherfuckers know who we is, you hear me?
So when they open the world back up, man, I know some of the flying's a bit crazy right now. Where's one of the first places you want to touch down?
I don't know. Probably Atlanta, you hear me?
ETL, baby.
Probably Atlanta, you know?
Okay.
You know, Atlanta, like, that's Black Hollywood, you know?
What about international, man? Say the UK maybe at some point?
Man, I already told you that. You know the UK, baby. You already know that. Dog.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to get. I was trying to get you say it for the people, man. But
ain't nothing like that UK, boy. Ain't nothing like that UK, dog. I'm good.
Yeah, no, it's so good. So no, we definitely appreciate your time in this. We're gonna keep, updating people with the new music and stuff and promoting the stuff what's out there. So is there any last messages you want to send? Anything you want to plug? Anything like that?
Well, I just want to shout out to everybody, like everybody who I fuck with and know I fuck with them 1,000%. You hear me? Shout out to them. I don't have to drop no names. You hear me? Y'all know who they are. You feel me? You know who you are. You know who you are. You feel me? But other than that, I'm good, man. I'm good. Because right now, they lucky right now with this pandemic, boy. That's the only reason niggas can sleep. Other than that, they gonna be in trouble when that shit over.
Yeah, so they got a little.
Cause it's too many different fucking forces. You hear me? You got Nelly coming. You hear me? He doing this. See, Nelly doing this shit. Chaotic doing this shit. We doing our thing. You feel me? He got another little cousin, Third Age Sluts doing their thing. You feel me?
Okay.
So I said all that to say this.
Actually, he on one of the songs.
At the end of the fucking day, nigga, when the success comes, we all aiming for the same direction. We just gonna meet up there together. See, niggas be looking at, like, say, fans, you might look at Jay-Z and Chris Rock at a party together, right? And some people be like, damn, they just together because they got money. No, they together like that because they was broke. They remember when they ain't had nothing, when all they had was a dream. You feel me? And that's the same thing where that right now, dog. So it's a good thing. All of us gonna meet up at the top together. You hear me? So when they see us, you hear me? No, it ain't because we got money. It's because of where we come from together. You hear me?
Yeah.
You hear me?
And lightning can strike twice, man. And I think that's a good thing with guys like yourself and Reginelli because you can give that. You've had that experience, that you can give to the younger generation as well. As well as still being in the game yourself, but mixing that back in with some of the young generation as well. It's definitely a recipe to win, man.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, so
that's my GMG, baby.
So shouts out to the whole GMG, Mind Right, Flash Mob Studios. Definitely support what you guys are doing. Pheno Gambino. You can check him out on Instagram, Facebook, all socials, and he got the single Suicide Balling out right now, and other music and that you can check out on Spotify and stuff. So definitely look out for the Mouth Made Me project that be coming soon, and we're gonna power out soon.
What's up, baby? Salute, nigga.
Salute, fam.
Appreciate you. Heard me? Finally.